Tonight, in a remarkable investigation, CBS News correspondent Jim Axelrod and producer Emily Rand have discovered that unwitting patients across the country were sent millions of dollars in medications they didn't order. The medications are made by compounding pharmacies, which mix custom drugs for doctors. But in this case, the combination of a compounding pharmacy with a telemarketer added up to outrageous bills to Medicare and private insurance.
Last April, John Picard got a call from a telemarketer about an alternative treatment for pain.
What kinds of questions did they ask you?
Do I ever have pain? Do I have needs for medication?
Picard gave the caller permission to speak to his doctor.
Did you authorize them to seek a prescription?
No.
Which is why Picard and his wife Merrill were surprised when these jars of prescription creams and gels showed up 3 months later.
Our immediate reaction was, oh my goodness, someone else ordered medication and they sent it to us by mistake.
It wasn't a mistake, and their insurance had been billed. $2,500 for a pain cream, $3,600 for a migraine cream, and nearly $13,000 for a scar gel.
$18,680 and change.
You must have been stunned.
All I saw were egregious billing for something John didn't want. We had no idea how to use. We didn't know what was in it.
The call came from a company in American Fork, Utah, that went by several names, including Action Medical and Western Medical. Rachel Wirtz worked in the billing department.
We spoke to a couple, and they were billed $18,000 for these creams. 3 creams. Is that unusual?
No, not for 3. Oh, no. $18,000 for a 1 month supply, 3 creams. That's about right.
Western Medical pitched the creams as a free benefit paid by insurance. If a patient said yes, Western Medical told their doctor, one of your patients has expressed interest in a non-invasive topical cream to help alleviate pain, and sent over pre-written prescriptions for the doctor to sign.
Why do you believe your doctor signed the prescriptions?
We had been discussing the topic of pain, and they took advantage of that in the ways that that memo and that fax implied.
Sources linked to Western Medical tell CBS News the company collected up to 200 prescriptions a day, billing them to Medicare and private insurance for more than $1 million a week.
This is really abuse in the marketplace.
Dr. Steve Miller is the chief medical officer at Express Scripts, the nation's largest pharmacy benefit manager. They paid for John Picard's creams, but recently stopped covering many of them because, Dr. Miller says, there is no research proving they work.
If you talk to almost any pain expert, they'll tell you that these things are working strictly through a placebo response and not through a physiologic response through the pain receptors.
The creams were formulated and produced at Downing Labs, a compounding pharmacy in Dallas.
A quick thank you to all
Ashley Downing and her husband and co-owner, Chris Downing, recently hosted this red carpet event to celebrate their pharmacy's multi-million-dollar growth. Last month, we sat down with the Downings to ask them about their business.
Did you have any knowledge that products produced by Downing Labs were being shipped to people who hadn't asked for them, and insurance companies were being billed at these kinds of rates?
We became aware that there were issues being made and that people were not happy. And when we then sat down as a company and we decided that we are no longer going to have a relationship with them.
So if I am talking to somebody who is working at Western Medical and they're telling me that the sales
we should
practices...
just go ahead and just...
And just what?
Not do this anymore, because I was not prepared for this at all.
Then let me ask you one more question. What is in those creams that is worth $18,000?
So we don't determine the formulas on that. So I mean, we're done. I'm done on this.
Or the pricing, I think.
The Downings said the insurance company sets the price. They declined our repeated requests to explain the relationship with Western Medical. But during our visit, we saw sales orders for a pharmacy affiliated with Western Medical for the exact same products they shipped to the Picards.
We're all paying for this. This is not just me and John and our little account. these numbers are eventually spread across everyone in terms of what all of us pay in health care.
In a statement to CBS News following our interview, Downing Labs said they did not have any involvement in billing or submitting any claims for Mr. Picard and received only the cost of the medication plus a small compounding fee. Through an attorney, the owners of Western Medical declined to comment on this story. And as for John and Merle Picard, after making numerous complaints, they did get the charges to their insurance reversed.
But you have to wonder how many did not. Jim, great reporting. Thanks very much.